The scope range of rods revolutionised the way a lot of anglers right across the UK and Europe approached their carp fishing. Mobility and stealth became a thing of ease, big lakes and boat fishing a pleasure, public transport and urban environments a more practical proposition, or perhaps it was just nicking that bonus hour on your lunch break with a sawn-off that gave you that carp fishing buzz. To showcase the exciting angling opportunities and adventures available to us and just how mobile, versatile and strong the scope range is, we've developed a series of challenges for Nash anglers to undertake. Each challenge will feature a different angler and they will be given 24 hours to complete their set task. This is the Scope Quest.
It's the challenge, yeah? Right, let's see what we've got. Henry, your challenge is to show the versatility of the scope range. To do this, you must catch 3 different fish species. All fish must be over 5 pounds in weight. No bream allowed. You have 24 hours to complete your challenge. Okay, this is fine because I've fished with the species with the scope range before. Got to be over 5 pounds, so that does limit us. We can't go silver bashing. It can't be loads of roach rudd. No bream. We're not going to catch a perch that big. Got to be a pike, 100%. It's time of year for pike. And I reckon, because of where we currently are, I reckon a barbel. Don't have a clue about, do you know about barbel fishing, Mikey? I don't really know what I'm doing with barbel fishing, so I might have to call someone, and I definitely need to get some tackle items that I don't have with me. But I reckon that is a doable challenge. The good thing is, we are at Angling Direct right now, so yeah, I need to go get some barbel stuff and some pike dead baits, so let's go. I've got some lures, so we should be right with them, but I need stuff for dead baits because if they're not chasing lures, we need to put some deads out. This is, I do feel a little bit like I know what I'm talking about a little bit more with pike fishing. Barbel, I don't really have a clue. I sort of know what I need to get here. A couple of them. I think they like it. Right, I think we spent enough money, let's go. Cheers man, take care, have a good one. All right, that's the tackle board. Came out a little bit more than I thought it would, but if we catch a barbel, a pike and a carp, it's gonna be worth it. We're off to the River Trent now. Martin Bowler, I spoke to on the phone. He gave me a couple of stretches to check out. If there's anyone to listen to, I think it's Martin. So we're gonna head there. We'll probably give it at least the day, see if we catch anything, and then we'll have a think about where we're gonna go for the carp and the pike. But I think the most important thing is, as I'm a complete barbel novice, get the barbel out of the way, and then we can think about the next part of the challenge. But yeah, let's get down the Trent, catch a barbel, I guess. Whilst I have said I'm a barbel novice, it's not entirely true, but my barbel fishing experience is all about freeloading for them, like rolling meat and stuff. So fishing for them on carp tactics, which is pretty much what we're doing today, yeah, it's not something I'm used to. But obviously, I'm a carp angler, so I'm hoping with a few tweaks based off what Martin told me, what the guy at the shop told me, we can make it happen. I know from speaking to multiple anglers at Nash in the past who do fish for barbel, John Bailey, Des Taylor, Martin Bowler, all these people have always said to me, scope it's good, it's a fantastic bait for barbel. So straight away when I knew that this is what we're fishing for, this is what I wanted to get from AD. Mixed size pellet in, a bit of flake, stick mix, and a few boilies. I'm gonna glug it all up in the liquid, and then I'm hoping I can sort of make it so it sticks together and I can ball it and just throw it into the river. What barbel is gonna resist that? Let's go up to just this corner, I reckon. Start there. We'll have to go, innit? Yeah, let's try it. Well, in complete contrast to what the guy said in the shop, the bailiff says you want to go small, 8mm. So mate, he said in the shop 20, this guy's saying 8, and he's saying maybe you want to use meat, maybe you want to use maggot. I'm going to stick to what we initially intended, and then if we're struggling, then we'll change over. But it means we've got like a backup plan now, which is good. He also said really you want to be fishing it when the flood water's in a little bit more. They've got to charge around, fuel themselves, so they've got to eat more. He also said there's an 18-pounder that got caught a couple of weeks ago. Now imagine we caught that. Everyone said, that I've spoken to, about 8 to 10 pound fluoro hook link, which I do have. Small hook, I'm going to go for a size 10 floater claw. And a fish. Trimmed down 15mm scope at squid boilie. Cultured. I think that paste leaking off going downstream could bring them in. But I'm gonna put bags on them as well. I'm hoping that all the different particles, all the different sizes will mean that it's all flowing down at different rates. Things getting trapped in the rocks, barbel working their way up. They come to the main concentration of bait, round the hook bait. Nailed, 18-pound barbel. Right, should we cast one into the old Trent? I think that's what you're supposed to do. First one's in. Oh, that definitely felt deeper. That's that deep hole the bailiff told us about. Oh, I cannot believe this has gone. Me and Mike were just saying, oh, I think Martin's given us a bit of a good spot. I said, I don't think we're going to catch one here. We're just planning, right, well, if we don't catch one here, we're going to have to go down there and then we might have to come back tomorrow. And it's ripped off. Great bite, fantastic, just whee! And we're hooked into what I assume is a barbel. Yeah, amazing. I can't stop smiling. Oh no! No, the hook link snap. No! No! Oh, that's so painful. Oh, why is I having so tight, the clutch? Oh, that's gutting. It was over £5. What? I caught, there's probably about £8, that. You see how much it for? That's ridiculous. Well, we're in again, and I don't know if you can see the alarm on the floor there, but that shows you how savage the bite was. I thought everything was locked in solid, and it's just pulled the alarm forward. Thankfully, I managed to grab the rod before it got pulled in the river as well. I'm looking at the rod tip, sighing to myself, going to Mikey, oh, I wish we didn't lose that fish. And literally, as the words to my mouth, I just saw the tip go boom, 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 zzz, and then it got pulled in. I'm very nervous after what happened last time. All I'm worried about is that £8 fluoro hook link. I won't lie, I was really worried that I was gonna be a bit overgunned with the rods. These are my UK carp fishing rods, 9 foot, 3 1/4 test curve. I tell you what, I'm glad I've got them, because these fish, it's mad how much they fight. Oh, and they go again. Yes, come on. Oh, redeemed ourselves. Well, I'm from the East Midlands. I've lived near the River Trent for a good 10 years of my life. I've never fished it. I've never really fished a barbel the way we fished them today. Lost that one earlier, was wounded, genuinely wounded. So when the rod went again and we've caught one, it's probably around the £10 mark. I've honestly got such a smile on my face. It's great because we've completed the first part of the challenge that we need to move on to the next 2 species. But I'm just more buzzing that I've caught this. I'm so happy with it, honestly. I wish we'd stay a little bit longer, but I think the best thing to do now is slipping back, get on the road, get to a venue where I know we can catch some carp and some pike, and spend the rest of the time there trying to complete this challenge. Like I said, I wish we could stay here longer. I could happily spend the rest of the day here trying to catch another one of these. But I'm just going to appreciate this one. Yeah, it was wicked. Proper, cool, exciting fishing. Well, that was honestly so much fun. I wish the challenge was just to stay here all day and try and catch as many barbel as possible, but it isn't. We've got a carp to catch and we've got a pike to catch. I know just the place to go. Nash Lakes Royston's got a great stock of both. So I'm gonna get this all sorted, back to the van, get on the road and head down to Royston, hopefully before it gets dark, get them rods out and finish this challenge. Well, it's a little bit later and a little bit darker than we'd like, but we're here at Nash Lakes Royston. It's a venue that I frequent quite a lot for both the intended species here. That's carp and pike. I don't want to waste any time. I'm going to get these rods sorted out straight away. I'm hoping we can get a pike ticked off that list really quickly and we can focus on the carp. Let's do this. well. A few cat books of boilie over the top, mixed sizes, monster shrimp, scope at squid, and see if that can get us that bite from the carp that we need. Into a pike. Right, it's not massive, but he's definitely over the weight we need him to be. Yes, get in there. Species number 2 ticked off. Wow. There we go. Didn't take long. The pike section is complete. Now all we've got to do is wait for the carp. First, let's get a bit of sleep. It's been a long day. Hopefully you wake up to those sirens going off with a carp on the end. Well, morning. Sadly, we've had a very common occurrence at Royston in the autumn. What's happened is, all night I was kept up by fish sloshing out in front of me, but I couldn't get a bite from the carp. Thankfully, we ticked off barbel and pike, so all we need to do now is catch a carp, and we do have a little bit of time. We didn't start on the Trent till about 1 p.m. yesterday, so I've got a good few hours left. I'm keeping my eyes on the water now because as soon as it got light, pretty much nothing's shown, so as soon as I see something to move on to, I will do. But until then, I'm just gonna leave the rods, hopefully get a bit of a bite out of the blue. I've also put the pike rod back out because I bought so many dead baits, it'd be a shame to waste them. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. I think we will complete this challenge, but yeah, we do need a bit of luck now just to get that random carp bite. But yeah, I'm feeling confident. I'm pretty sure we've got a pike on. Yes, we do. I know we've already caught one, but it was a shame putting on the dead bait to waste, so I thought we'd carry on fishing with a pike this morning. That's what we've done. There are some real biggers in it. Oh my God, you see the size of that? You see the size of that, mate? That's enormous. Oh my God, that's gonna be my, this is gonna be my PB height. Get in the net. Yes, that's a big pike. Just under 17. I will take that. It's all right, isn't it? What a great bonus fish that is. When it tailed, I got a little bit excited. It looked about 30 pound flying through the air, but I will definitely take that. First decent sized pike of the season for me. Just under 17 pound. Not bad on the scope rods. Right, just got to catch a carp now. That should have been the easy part. Well, we've got about 3 hours to go to complete this challenge, and it's looking pretty dead out in front of us. However, on the far side, looks like there's a little bit of bubbling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reel all these rods in, prep them over here, go around with minimal gear, flick them out on that bubbling, see if we can tempt that elusive bite. It's getting pretty fine. I think it'll be quite difficult, but I think this is our best chance of catching a carp. Well, I know that these 2 tree heads hold fish, and there's also some fizzing a little bit further out, so I think it's a good bet to flick a couple of rods out and sit here for a few hours. Yeah, they are fizzing quite a bit there. I'll put 1 off this tree and 2 a little bit more out into the bay here where that fizzing is. See if we can nick that bite. Sadly, time is up, and would you believe it, the species we've struggled to catch is actually a carp. Task failed, quest failed, but I am so happy with what I've caught. That barbel and that big pike this morning, yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that, and I hope it shows to you. If you've got scope rods, you're thinking of hanging them up for the carp this winter, go out, try something different, bit of piking, bit of barbel fishing. You can use pretty much the exact same setup you use for your carp fishing, and you can have a great time. So that's, I hope, is the takeaway that you guys have from this film. I'm gonna get these rods reeled in, get on the road and get out of here.